Hi everyone, how are you doing today? If you guys know Tati or Glamlifeguru from YouTube, you know that she released her brand Halo Beauty this past Friday, and she released a beauty supplement as her very first product. Coming from her, people were expecting her first product to be either makeup or skincare, but given that it's a pill, people were pretty disappointed. And I found this one commentary by Alex from Axrevolution, which is particularly strong. Alex is actually afraid for his viewers, and he thinks that this pill is harmful for them. So we are going to look at the science behind this and see that if his fears have any real scientific basis or not. In the end, I will also tell you guys if I recommend Tati's new supplement or not and why. And I will also tell you what I think she should have done differently regarding the ingredients. When I was researching for this video, I also found some additional disturbing information which is not directly relevant here, so I will be posting that in a separate video. If you want to be informed when that video goes up, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell right next to the subscribe button, and YouTube will inform you when that video goes up. Alright, so now let's get into this video. I should clarify that I have nothing against Alex or Axrevolution. I actually don't even know their channel that much. They are a small YouTuber just like me, and they are about plus size beauty. It's a topic close to my heart, so I will be supporting them in that aspect. And I don't want to get in any sort of, a feud or an argument with them. I don't want any of you guys to go over to his video and, make any harsh comments or any negative comments there, because he is looking out for you guys as much as I am. I'm just going to present to you the research that I found regarding the ingredients that are in Tati's supplement. Alright, the information in my video is only so that you guys can make your own informed decision about whether you want to go for Tati supplement or not. That's it. I should also tell you guys that I am a fan of Tati Westbrook, but I'm in no way defending her in this video or her supplement. I'm just going to give you the facts I could find. If I did not find any facts, I will tell you I could not find anything. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but it's just that I couldn't find it. Alright, I am not a gossip channel. I don't want to be a gossip channel. I find confrontations extremely stressful, and I don't like arguments. I'm just not for all that, but I don't like wrong information to be passed along. I do have a PhD and I have training in research, so I have been trained, you can say, to read any given information and to look for the truth behind that information, or rather you can say what is the grain of salt that I should take it with, right? So I'm kind of trained in that, and that is what I'm going to do here, because I feel that in media a lot of time to sensationalize things, they would take only half a statement from a conclusion drawn by a real scientist and they'll just run with it, and that can give a reader a completely wrong impression. So let's go look at Alex's video together, and we will go through the ingredients one by one with him, and I will present to you what I found about them. Okay.
Welcome, I'm Alex from axrevolution, and we're just going to start this out with a warning. We are not fans of Tati, but at this point, it's not even about our dislike of Tati or mainstream beauty gurus. It's about the safety of the people who believe in her, who will buy this supplement. I'm going to go through the ingredient list one by one and break down what each ingredient is and why you should be worried.
So I see that he's not a fan of Tati, and I am not a fan of a lot of the mainstream beauty gurus, but I like Tati because I feel like she has kept her integrity through all these years that she has been doing YouTube. She's close to my age, so I feel like as you age, your perspective on things starts to change. Your perspective on what you should do at the moment and how it'll affect you in the future starts to change. So maybe that is why I like her. I don't know, but I do feel like she's one of the YouTubers who has not sold out to brands at any point of time in her career on YouTube. I really do believe that.
Okay, so we start out with vitamin C, and you know vitamin C, we eat it and drink it every single day. There's nothing wrong with vitamin C. It's the cornerstone of supplement, of the lifestyle of nutrition, but 60 milligrams is doing nothing for you. I'm drinking a cup of orange juice right now. I'm getting more than that there. You could buy a chewable vitamin C, like 200 of them for $3 anywhere. There's nothing wrong with vitamin C, but 60 milligrams, that's just a filler. That's all it is. It's a filler. Go have some orange juice.
Okay. So, as per NIH, or National Institute of Health in US, the daily requirements for vitamin C are 75 milligrams for women and 90 milligrams for men. So I wouldn't call 60 milligrams a really low dosage. It's not a therapeutic dosage, but it is about 67 to 80% of your daily requirement. And I would not call it a filler. If you just Google fillers in supplements, this is what you'll find. There's magnesium stearate, stearic acid, a thickening agent, basically gelatin, which is, you know, encapsulation coating, you know, the gel capsules, titanium dioxide for color. I do not want that in my pill. Why? Who cares what my pill looks like, right? Anyways, so on and so forth. So those are fillers. Whenever any ingredient in a supplement has any nutritional value, I would not call it a filler. I don't know if he means fillers as in like filling up the list. I don't know. It's not a filler. And then about his recommendation of getting it from orange juice, yes, there's almost double the vitamin C in a cup of orange juice than what is in this particular supplement. However, a cup of orange juice also comes with 111 calories and 21 grams of sugar. And to be honest, how many of you drink a cup of orange juice every day? At least I don't. I like having it in my supplements.
So vitamin D3. It's in your multivitamin already. What is there really to say? It's in pretty much every multivitamin out there. It's in so many supplements. You're probably getting more than enough as is. And even the medical field says the best way to get vitamin D, you know, is going out during the day. Sunlight exposure. Safely, of course, wear your sunscreen. But this is once again an utter filler. I expected for $40 a month that the ingredient list would be more unique, that it would be more of an advanced supplement that really might make a difference in people's lives. But so far, it's just filler.
Okay, so this pill has 1,000 individual units of vitamin D3, and if you look at your multivitamins, you'll see that this amount is on the higher side of what you will find in a multivitamin. So you cannot call it a filler at that value. If you want to go any higher, you will need to take a separate supplement for vitamin D, which I would personally recommend to pretty much everyone. So I don't like the claim that Alex is making here that you're probably getting it enough. It's in every pill. No, it's not. It is at a much lower amount in usual multivitamins. If you look at a recommendation by Mayo Clinic, you'll see that they recommend about 600 to 800 individual units of vitamin D per day. And that is actually on the lower side because recommendations are changing. And the best way to get your vitamin D from the sunlight part, even though it was probably true in the past, with the thinning ozone layer and with the increased UV exposures, it's not so anymore. If you live in the northern part of the world where the sunlight itself is limited, more than likely you are going to be vitamin D deficient. In addition to that, if you have any color to your skin, okay, if you have any melanin in your skin, you are going to be even more deficient because the same melanin is actually there to protect you from the harmful rays of the sun. But at the same time, it also lowers the vitamin D that your skin can produce. So if you are any person of color, you're going to be even more deficient. Vitamin D deficiency has actually been linked to a lot of physical as well as psychological disorders and diseases. If you look up online, you'll find it. So it's not something that should be taken lightly and just ignored by saying that you probably have enough. So I don't like what he's saying in this video. You definitely need to take your vitamin D supplements, and on your next doctor's visit, you get yourself checked for vitamin D and find out if you have any deficiency and if you need any, additional supplement for that. So don't take it lightly.
Now, this is a hilarious one to me. This is like the definition of filler. Vitamins B1, B2, V6. You're already eating this. Go have a bowl of Lucky Charms. You're already halfway there. You get this in so many different foods and so many different supplements. These ingredients are empowering. It really is fillers. And it just blows me away that somebody would have the audacity to sell a $40 supplement with just fillers. Lucky Charms are $3. Your multivitamin already has these. There's no need for these here.
Okay, Alex, come on. Have a bowl of Lucky Charms cannot be your pro tip. Okay. Because he's saying if you have a bowl of Lucky Charms, you are halfway there. A bowl of Lucky Charm actually also comes with 110 calories and 10 grams of sugar. And Gatorade comes with 50 calories and 14 grams of sugars, and neither are actually good for you. So no, B1, B2, and B6 are actually good for you. B1 is thiamine, B2 is riboflavin, and B6 is actually a generic name for 6 compounds called vitamins. And yes, they are already present in your multivitamin. The daily requirement for B1 is about 1 to 1.4 milligrams. B2 is about 1.1 to 1.6 milligrams, and for B6 it's about 1.2 to 2 milligrams. There is no side effect of taking additional vitamin B's, so I don't see why he would be so bothered by it. I think he thinks that she's just filling up the list, but to be honest, I don't think she needs to fill up a list because it's a beauty supplement.
And the most predictable ingredient in this formula, biotin, 3000. Biotin is a very popular supplement. There's so many different forms of biotin on the market right now, and this dose is somewhere in between max and bare minimum. You really can get it so cheap. You could go to a dollar store and get a basic biotin capsule bottle for $1. You could go to Walmart and get any choice, gels, capsules, tablets, sublinguals, paying way less. Biotin does work for some people. There's lots of people in the deleted comments that say biotin makes them flare up with acne. For lots of people, biotin is not a good thing, but for most people it will have a benefit to the hair, the skin, the nails. If you know you can tolerate biotin, go get some, but this formula isn't really your way of getting it.
Why not? It's a beauty supplement, so I think it makes complete sense why it would be included in here. The daily recommendation for biotin is about 30 micrograms, so 3000 micrograms is pretty much like 100 times of your daily requirements, and it's a significant amount. Of course, if you look in the market, you will find biotin, and I think the highest concentration I could find was 10,000 micrograms. Now, biotin is a water-soluble compound, which means that it is going to get eliminated by your body in the form of water. You know what I mean? If you take excess of it. So just because 3000 is good, 10,000 was even better, is not really true. One thing I should warn you guys about biotin, that it kind of messes with the results of some of the hormone tests that your doctor might do on you. It's not harmful to you, it's just that the interpretation of the results would be incorrect if your doctor did not know that you were taking this excess biotin supplement. So if you are in for any test, inform your doctor that you are taking biotin. That's it. It's not harmful for you, but just inform your doctor that you're taking the supplement.
Now, this is one of the ones that upset me the most because it really is just a filler and it's kind of dangerous for a filler. So Zinc, 10 milligrams. I've had experience with Zinc. When you take too much or near too much, you do feel the effects from it. It could be as little as headaches or a rash, but it's not one of those supplements you want to take more than you need. Now, your multivitamins, they tend to have between 15 and 18 milligrams of Zinc, and that's more than enough. Not to mention anywhere in your diet where you may be getting it. Putting 10 milligrams in here when somebody's already probably taking a multivitamin, that's just overkill. And, you know, people are going to get those headaches or those rashes, and they're not going to know what to blame, but it's very irresponsible. It's not necessary.
Okay, let me first of all ease your fears. The zinc toxicity occurs if you are taking more than 200 milligrams of zinc, which is 20 times what is present in Tati's multivitamin, and you can say about 10 times what is present in your regular multivitamin if your multivitamin has 20 milligrams. So unless you're going to take 10 separate multivitamins, you're pretty safe. You're pretty below the toxicity levels. So you're not going to see the rashes or the headaches that Alex is referring to here. However, if you are taking multiple multivitamins, as I mentioned before, you need to compare your ingredients and see if you are overdoing on any of the overlapping ingredients. Having said that, there is a reason why Tati has the zinc in here. Zinc is involved in DNA repair. It aids in preventing loss of collagen. It is an important molecule for generating or biosynthesizing protein and collagen in your body. It also aids in activating enzymes that digest and get rid of old collagen so that new collagen could be built. Zinc is also a precursor to progesterone. Now, progesterone is important in correcting any estrogen dominance that can cause blotchy skin, acne, broken capillaries, and thinning hair. So now you see why it is actually present in this pill. There is a reason why this one was added, and there's a reason why it needs to be here. Okay, and don't worry, you're not going to get any side effects unless you're taking 10 different multivitamins, as I said before.
And I'm not going to spend much time here. Copper, manganese, it's more fillers. These are ingredients that are in most supplements, most vitamins. You're already getting it. It's not necessary. That's the biggest thing I can say. You don't need these. It's filler, plain and simple.
In terms of beauty, manganese and copper are essential for production of collagen. Manganese is an essential antioxidant in the mitochondria, which is basically the power source of your cells. First of manganese all, comes into play and copper during collagen production in wound healing. Your body needs copper to create mature elastin and collagen. Copper plays an important role in making melanin and other pigmentation from tyrosine. So there is a reason why these two are included in here. So people have this attitude towards supplementation that if someone says, oh, say XYZ is good, that I'm gonna go and eat XYZ, but your body doesn't process it that way. It takes XYZ and then it takes 1, 2, 3, and then it processes the whole thing together, and then it uses different parts of those compounds in different parts of your body, and that is how your body or the body chemistry functions.
Okay, so this is where we start to get really into that snake oil territory, Catalase. There have been supplements on the market before featuring this ingredient that have already been banned by the Federal Trade Commission. Supplements that promised hair regrowth, grays going away, grays being reversed. They were banned by the Federal Trade Commission for false claims.
Okay, so Federal Trade Commission hasn't banned Catalase. They filed and won a lawsuit against 3 companies who used Catalase in their product and made some unsubstantiated claims that, 65% of the users saw hair turning gray to black, or like the gray hair were growing in with black roots after 3 months of use, and so on and so forth. If you look up reports on what actually happened, basically marketers lacked reliable scientific evidence to back up their claims. And then the settlement says that under a settlement with FTC, the 2 companies and its presidents are barred from making these type of gray elimination claims unless they have reliable scientific evidence to support them. So the Federal Trade Commission has not banned Catalase. They have not banned these companies from making products with Catalase either. The only thing they have said that in future, if they come out and make such huge claims that it's going to reverse your grays, then they need scientific studies and documentation to back that up. That's it. Having said that, now let's look into Catalase itself. Catalase reduces hydrogen peroxide that is present inside your body into water and oxygen. So basically it deoxidizes hydrogen peroxide. And the reason why scientists thought that Catalase could be useful is that they found hydrogen peroxide in gray hair bulbs. So you see, like, if I see hydrogen peroxide in gray hair bulb and Catalase is getting rid of hydrogen peroxide, then maybe Catalase can help. So that is why there is a school, you can say, which believes that Catalase could reverse graying. But I personally could not find any evidence that taking Catalase orally is going to now go to my gray hair roots, neutralize the hydrogen peroxide there, and that is going to reverse the graying process. I couldn't find any documentation or research that would support that. At the same time, hydrogen peroxide is important for our system because it regulates the overall pigmentation in our body. For those reasons, I would not like to take Catalase orally unless I see any scientific proof that it's not going to affect the rest of my body and it's going to go in a targeted way to my scalp and, neutralize that hydrogen peroxide there and then reverse the grays. And for those reasons, I would have liked to not have that as an ingredient included in here. Alex calls it snake oil territory. I would just call it insufficient and incomplete science. They just need to do further research to kind of fill in the gaps.
Tati uses a salon hair dye to cover her grays. If this supplement worked, she would not need to touch up her grays at a salon.
So there are two aspects to this. First of all, preventing your currently non-gray hair from turning gray. And two, reversing the previously grayed hair to get the pigmentation again. It could be that in future we find out that Catalase prevents any further graying, but it cannot reverse the already grayed hair. So this argument kind of doesn't stand its ground that, okay, I have say half of my hair is already grayed. I will need to touch up on them, but the rest half, which is not already gray, now I'm keeping those. Make sense?
But those words right there, Federal Trade Commission, that should be your biggest warning. If I were making a reputable supplement, I would not use an ingredient that has already been banned before.
Alright guys, we have discredited a lot of axrevolutions arguments so far. And I hope you have enjoyed getting to know the actual, real, true science behind these ingredients. However, I have so much more left to share. I have been researching this topic for over 6 days, almost 12 hours a day. This is what I have been trained in. This is my game. Help me stop the perpetuation of fear and incorrect information. I will be uploading the second part soon. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with those who might be worried. If you ring that notification bell, YouTube will inform you when my next part goes up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next part.